Bonjour. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Evanescent Verities. Today we're diving into something a bit different. The dream of going off-grid in France. You've seen our videos on Portugal, Spain and Italy. Now we're exploring France and how you might relocate, simplify and live more self-sufficiently in a French countryside setting. Let's go. France offers beautiful rural landscapes, from the Dordogne to Normandy to Occitanie. Plenty of space, nature, and slower pace. It's part of the EU, with many benefits for relocation, if you're an EU citizen or meet visa residency rules. Also, unlike some very remote global off-grid places, France gives you the possibility of being remote, but still within reach of infrastructure, markets, and European travel. Let's clarify what going off-grid really means. It doesn't always mean total isolation. In France, going off-grid typically involves generating your own electricity, solar panels, wind, batteries, or minimizing mains usage, collecting rainwater or having a private well, heating via wood biomass or efficient systems instead of relying purely on the grid, growing a big portion of your own food, vegetables, fruit trees, maybe small livestock. Living in a rural property where you are less reliant on immediate services. So if you're dreaming of off-grid, you'll want to check your goals. Full independence versus substantial self-sufficiency. Legal, practical considerations. Now the practical part, what you need to be aware of in France. Property purchase and zoning. You will need to check local planning laws, the Plan Local d'Urbanisme, or PLU, to see what is allowed on a rural parcel. Size of building, whether you can install solar panels, wind turbines, whether mains connections are mandatory, etc. Utilities and off-grid status. Even if you plan to disconnect, you need to ensure water supply, well or rain collection, and septic tank, drain field compliance. Some communes may still require connection or certain standards. Energy generation. It is possible to go off-grid, but you'll want to size your system properly, plan battery storage, etc. Just note, France is currently dealing with complexities in its renewable energy grid. Example, oversupply of solar wind, creating some regulatory pressures, which may influence incentives and feed in tariffs. Access and transport. Being remote is part of the off-grid appeal, but you'll want access to a road, perhaps a vehicle, and consider proximity to nearest shops, health services, etc., especially if relocating permanently. Residency, tax. If you're moving from the UK or elsewhere, you'll need to check visa residency status, tax liabilities, property tax, plus health insurance, social security contributions in France. Language and integration. Living off-grid doesn't mean you should ignore the local community. Doing things like speaking French, understanding local regulations, building good relations with neighbors will help immensely. Choosing location. What to look for. When choosing a location in France for off-grid living, here are some variables to weigh. Climate. Milder climates, south or west, will reduce heating needs. Mountainous areas have more winter cold. Sunlight. Solar panels perform better in sunnier areas. Water availability. Regions with rain, streams, groundwater are preferable if you want self-sufficiency. Accessibility. Distance to nearest town, hospital, shop, and how good the access roads are, especially in winter. Land cost, taxes, infrastructure. Some regions, for example, rural Nouvelle-Aquitaine or Occitanie, offer lower land costs. Others may be pricier. Community and services. Even off-grid folks often appreciate a village nearby for services and community. Cost breakdown. Realistic budgeting. Let's talk money. What you should budget for off-grid in France, with modern systems in 2025. Obviously, actual costs vary hugely depending on size, region, condition of property, and how off-grid you want to be. But here are typical components. Property purchase, rural land plus a dwelling, or ruin to renovate. Cost depends heavily on region. Renovation and insulation. Off-grid means good insulation, so your heating load is minimized. Expect higher upfront cost for proper envelope. Energy system. Solar panels plus battery bank, plus inverter, plus backup generator wind, optional. Water system. Well or rainwater collection plus filtration plus tank plus pump. Heating and cooking, wood biomass stove, or efficient heat pump, or LPG backup if remote. Permits, consultants, local fees, possibly VAT taxes, architect if renovating. Ongoing maintenance. Even off-grid systems have maintenance costs. Access to parts, services may be less in remote areas. Living expenses. Although your energy costs might be minimal, you still have property tax, taxe foncière, local community charges, travel, etc. So while upfront cost may be higher, the long-term payoff can be huge if you plan for decades and want a low-cost lifestyle. Lifestyle and motivation. Why people choose it. Why do people pick off-grid? From what we see, a desire for freedom, less dependence on big utilities and large bills. Closer to nature, healthier environment, more time and space for the things you love. Simpler life, more autonomy. Growing your own food, being more sustainable, passing a legacy for your children. For digital nomads or relocation seekers, like our channel, it can mean lower recurring costs, deeper connection with place, and a lifestyle that blends remote work plus nature and family time. But it also demands discipline, preparation, a willingness to learn, solar systems, plumbing, building regulations, and perhaps a mindset shift from urban consumer life to rural do-it-yourself lifestyle. Challenges and things that can surprise you. Let's keep it real. Off-grid in France is appealing, but there are genuine challenges. Remoteness can mean longer travel to shops, healthcare, schools, if you have kids, and tougher logistics. Weather extremes, cold winters, heavy rainfall, potential storms. Your systems need to be robust. Upfront cost and time. Setting everything up takes planning, money, and often delays. Permits, local contractors, remote suppliers. Maintenance and technical issues. Solar batteries wear out. Pumps require servicing. You may need backup systems. Local bureaucracy. French rural administration can be slower or unfamiliar with alternative living systems. Getting permissions for non-standard installations might require persistence. Social community expectations. Even if you want quiet, you'll likely be part of a local commune. Need good relations with neighbors. Respect local traditions. Winter lighting. In some rural places, winter daylight is limited, and solar alone may struggle unless sized for it. By being prepared for these and building a resilient plan, you'll be more likely to succeed. Your action plan, how you can get started. Here's a practical getting started plan you can follow, especially if you're thinking of relocating, off-grid transition. Define your vision and goals. What does off-grid mean for you? Full independence or major self-sufficiency? What region of France appeals? What climate? What budget? Research locations and property types. Explore rural regions in France. Check property listings. Visit the areas. Talk to locals. For example, look at properties described as off-grid or nearly off-grid, such as in Dordogne. Budget and finance. Decide how much you can invest upfront. Estimate running costs. Plan for contingencies. Visit and inspect. Visit the region. Meet a local notaire, property lawyer. Inspect property for water access, solar potential, road access, local services. Design your system. Plan your solar energy system, water supply, heating, insulation. Hire consult professionals if needed. Permit a regulatory check. Check zoning rules, building permits, whether you need to connect to the mains or can stay truly off-grid. Move and transition. Once property is secured and systems are in place, gradually transition to your off-grid lifestyle. Start small, partially off-grid, if you want less risk. Community and sustainability mindset. Engage with local community. Learn French if you don't speak it. Build friendships. Integrate rural way of life. Document and share. If you're like us, making videos, telling stories, document your journey. It becomes content, accountability, and inspiration for others. Review and adapt. After living a bit, review what works, what doesn't, adapt systems, and enjoy the journey. To wrap up, living off-grid in France is feasible, especially if you plan well, budget smartly, and embrace a lifestyle of lower dependence. France offers many advantages: great rural land, relatively stable property system, EU membership, depending on your nationality, and a wide range of climates. But it's not a get-rich-quick or effortless escape. It's a deliberate choice with trade-offs. More autonomy, but also more responsibility. If you're motivated by freedom, nature, lower cost of living, and connection with a place and community, then France might be your next big relocation. And for you, as someone already exploring travel and relocation, this could be a powerful next chapter. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. We're on our journey to 500 subscribers and beyond. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss future relocation off-grid content. You might also want to stay tuned for our next video, Off-Grid in France. Top 5 regions and property costs in 2026, where we'll deep dive into regions, price per hectare, local taxes, and what you can expect. Don't miss it. Until then, stay curious, stay free, and we'll see you soon in the next one. Bye.